Well, finally got an update on this story. A woman came out, claims T.I and Tiny forced her to have sex with Nelly. Yes, Nelly has been dragged into this story. According to reports, a woman who decided to remain nameless claims she worked as a Tiny's assistant. She alleged that she wasn't compensated for her role. Now, Shekinah Joe, she said she was doing her hair for free.
Well, hold on. There's a difference between saying I didn't get paid versus I was doing her hair for free. So was she doing her hair for free, or was she just doing her hair all those years and Tiny never paid her?
I'm sorry. She said that she was getting paid low wages or something like that. They said she worked for BET.
You accepted it.
She said she was working for BET or something like that.
You accepted it.
So she wasn't really getting paid. What she's saying, she wasn't getting. So
you accepted it.
I'm just saying there's two cases of people accusing you of not paying them.
No, one accusing her not paying her shit, and one accusing them not getting paid shit. Two different things.
Yeah, T.I and Tiny forced her to do drugs, and back in 2014, the couple made her have sex with Nelly. Throughout the duration of her time with T.I and Tiny, the duo forced her to engage in sexual acts with different women against her will. Wait, what? The duo forced her to engage in sexual acts with different women against her will? You mean with a different woman or with different women?
They don't listen.
I don't know if they messed that up. I don't know. I don't know if they mean a different woman or different women. But anyway,
they don't proofread no more.
In 2014, T.I and Tiny forced her to have a sexual intercourse with Rapper Nelly against her will, alleges a woman in a surface clip.
I don't believe it. Why would they have to force you to have sex with Nelly? If I'm wrong about this, I will come back and apologize. I don't believe any of it.
Okay. We have to define what force is, because in our minds, keep in mind we're men, we look at force as physical, like do it, or I'm going,
Women look at it being pressured into doing it.
I'm saying maybe she look at it, this is my boss, this is T.I and Tiny, this is 2014, T.I is the man, it's like I'm working as their assistant. Did
she really need to be coerced into having sexual relations with Nelly?
I think what happened is Nelly came over, they said, we want you to hang out with him, or She said maybe she felt pressure to do it, and maybe it wasn't as friendly as she would expect. Nelly didn't come up to her and talk about it. It just was like, all right, go in the room. He coming in there. I don't know. Was he pimping her, or was she like forced? Was she like, you gonna take these drugs and you gonna go in there with Nelly? I don't know. But
Tiny is definitely T.I.'s handler. It's clear.
We've seen reports of the girls saying that when Tiny is around T.I, they've said he's a different person.
She has his keys.
We've seen women say that Tiny is very mean. That Tiny has came up to them and said,
I believe it.
And said Tiny has came up to them and said, I'm jealous that my husband finds you attractive and stuff like that.
Because Tiny's not attractive.
That's my point. So she's very insecure. So she seems like a very mean person. And I'm not saying T.I is doing this stuff to appease her.
Blame your father. He went out and messed with that ugly white woman and produced you. You look just like her.
I'm not saying T.I is doing this to appease her. I'm not absolving him of possibly being a sexual deviant. I'm just saying we've seen women say it's more Tiny than him. And Nelly ain't got a clean record either. He was accused of sexual assault.
And I don't believe that either in the state of Washington.
Where was it at?
Auburn, Washington.
So, he got accused, arrested. That's when everybody was like, this is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
But then he got sued and then he settled. Now, maybe he settled to get the story out of the news. I don't know. But T.I don't want to be tired of this because he got an assault claim on him, sexual assault claim on him. So he really don't want to be associated with Tiny and T.I.
Nelly don't want to be associated with Tiny and T.I.
That's what I'm saying, because this is poison. This is why I think Keisha Bottoms got up out of here. She said, I'm out. Peace. I want to do this.
She going to Bahamas.
So this is the video that was released through Not Your Model Victim. It was recently created. They're creating a campaign off of this. That's interesting. They're creating a campaign off of the accusations against Tiny and T.I. Take with that as you will. We're going to go ahead and hit play.
I want to be clear about one thing. Women who have been victimized deserve to be heard. Women, black women in particular, should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted.
Now, I noticed that a lot of this is based around drugs. Every woman, every claim is drugs, drugs, drugs.
Well, that was Bill Cosby.
Exactly. And I'm
Drugs,
wondering,
drugs.
what we know in those, this is not Hollywood, but in those elite status people that's connected to Hollywood and the industry, drugs and sex, and this is normal. It's a normal night. Like I keep saying, Atlanta is Hollywood East. That's pretty much what it is at this point.
I think it's remorse.
What do you mean?
I think they partake in these sexual acts, and then they feel like shit.
Well, yeah, I think so too. Sellers.
And he grabbed her phone, put his number in, called himself, and began stalking her nonstop for months. She ignored him until she saw him again 2 months later. At that second encounter, Alpha Mega grabbed her and put a gun to her head. He then blindfolded her, put her in his car, and drove 20 to 15 minutes into Georgia. He raped her 3 times within a 24-hour window, drove her back to the studio the following day, and pistol whipped her, threatened to kill her if she spoke. Shortly after, she received a call from T.I threatening her to never come near his studio again.
Now look, hold on. Now this guy's very real. Now they're accusing his security of rape. I remember when I read the article, it said that they're being accused of it, but so is people around them. So what she's saying is Tiny, she was with Tiny. He passed her off to the security. What does that mean? She left you with security? I don't get it. He took your phone, called himself, started stalking you. Then after 2 months of stalking you, he
ran to you.
No, he kidnapped her, raped her, and dropped her off. And then T.I called and said, "Don't come to his studio no more." What the hell? So are they saying T.I told him to rape her, or are they just saying T.I found out he raped her and said, "Don't come near my studio. I don't want to affiliate with this"? Now, this is,
I don't know.
This is like real. Like these are real allegations, allegedly. Like
I don't believe it. And why all these women look biracial?
I don't know, but yeah, this is, yeah.
They called the police, and the DeKalb County Police Department came,
I want to be
investigated,
clear about one
and did
thing.
nothing after.
Women who have been victimized deserve to be heard. Women, black women in particular, should be supported, protected, defended, and uplifted. I want to be clear about one.
That last case didn't really have nothing to do with
That's
the,
not sexual assault. That was
they just
they
whooped
busting
somebody's
their
ass.
house. Like, okay. The last allegation was that him and some friends or some people he knows, associates, kicked in her door, put a gun to her 2 kids' heads,
Sent them to the
kidnapped
closet.
her ex-husband, and did what with him?
Beat the hell out of them, brought them back home.
Now, why would you? Okay, the only way you do that is if somebody owe you something, money.
I will say that most of these cases, they're having the women have sex with other women.
Well,
do they have a whole bunch of dykes around them, or what's going on?
I don't know. Drugs are obviously heavily involved. Tiny, they make sure to keep pointing out Tiny was there every time. T.I allegedly just taking guns around and pointing guns at people. That last one, obviously all the other ones, especially the one when she said she was by his security guard, was like kidnapped and raped over 24 hours 3 times. That's crazy. Like, what the hell? The other ones, they were they were assistants of forced to do drugs. I don't know, man. This is a whole production. I don't know.
Like I said, if I'm wrong, I will come back and apologize. But as of now, I'm not saying I don't believe that these women were given drugs or taking drugs, but I don't think they were forced.
I believe there's a campaign to put this out.
Something is going on in Atlanta. I don't know if T.I is this big activist or what's going on, but somebody's definitely after him.
When the girl said that when they kicked in her door and kidnapped her husband or ex-husband, I guess she's not married to him no more.
I don't know.
He got rid of his ass after that. So she said she called the cops and they didn't do nothing. So clearly he got political clout. She knew it was him. She said he did it. The cops like, we ain't touching that. I don't know. Atlanta, let us know what the hell's going on in Atlanta. Does T.I really got pulled like that?
Please let us know.
Let us know. Do T.I really got pulled like that where he can commit crimes and nobody don't say nothing? Is he really the mafia out there?
We know that he did get caught. He did get caught with the guns, remember, and he really didn't
Man, people think he's a snitch.
Yeah. Who called him? Oh, 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 said he snitched. Not just 50, a couple people say he snitched. But I don't know, man. Let us know.
I mean, his name is Tip.
He called himself. Yeah, who he give tips to?
Who said that?
Chronicles of Jude. Who he give tips to? Maybe the local authorities. But yeah, he called himself the King of the South. Maybe that's why. But anyway, man, let's finally got some more on this situation. I'm gonna continue to keep up on their ass and see what's going on. I'm trying to find out what's going on in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're not trying to like pin these cases to T.I. We're just reporting.
Reporting. We reacting.
We're reacting to what we're seeing.
Yeah,
or what the news is saying.
Yeah, but man. Anyway, man.
Nothing against T.I.
All praise to the Most High. Peace.